Hello, in this lesson we are going to be talking about sampling and parameters. So we have lots of definitions to get started. Variation is a different or distinct form or version of something slightly different from another of the same type. So I think we all sort of know what variation means, that we're all humans, but certainly we vary in our features and things like that. So everything pretty much varies. Nothing is exactly the same every single time. Data are observations that you or someone else records. They are numbers that have a context. So that's really important. All of our data and everything that we do throughout the semester has to have a context. And that's what separates statistics from other math courses. We never, in statistics, just leave our answer as a single number. We always have to explain what that number means and give lots of context and all of the surrounding meaning to make it make sense and to make it relevant around us or in the world around us. So what we're going to be doing is a lot of data analysis. That's creating summaries of your data and explaining what these summaries tell us about the real world. Because again, without the context, statistics are really pointless. Variable is a characteristic of a person or a thing because characteristics have variability. So this is a difference in, again, different math courses. Variable means an unknown when you're in algebra, right? X or Y, some variable unknown value you're trying to solve for. But that's not what a variable is in statistics. In statistics, it's a characteristic. The population is a group of objects that you want to study. It's often referred to as the bigger picture. Normally, what we use or handle the most often, though, is what we call a sample. A sample is a subset of your population. It's a part of that bigger picture, and it represents that population at large. The reason we use samples is because it's easier to obtain information about them. So typically, in a population, you can never know the value, the true value, because it would be impossible to ask every single person or gather every single data value, let's say for all people in the United States. Like, you're going to miss people here and there no matter how hard you try. So knowing those true population values are pretty much impossible. Instead, we take a sample, we find the values of interest for that sample, and then we use that to make projections or estimations about what we think that population value actually is. Okay, so for our first question, it says you collect data about the hair color and eye color of students in your class in order to make more generalized statements about hair and eye color of all students that attend Heartland. First of all, what are the variables? So in this case, your variable is a characteristic of these people. That would be their hair color, and their eye color. So notice your variables don't always have to be numbers. They can be just descriptions, categories as well. The population is that bigger picture, what you're wanting to study. So for us, that would be all students at Heartland. But the sample that you took was simply students in your class. Right? Because you'll never get information back from every single Heartland student about their hair and eye color, no matter how hard you try. But you can take a sample and then use that to try to speak to or about the whole population. Here's another example. It says you weigh the contents of 5 bags of potato chips that are all marked as 1-ounce bags. You get the following measurements: 0.92 ounces, 1.01 ounces, 1 ounce, 0.99 ounces, and 1.015 ounces. So the numerical recordings are the data. Those are your actual data values. Notice they do have context. We know what they are. They're not just a list of numbers. We know that they're ounces of a potato chip bag. And the difference among these measurements is an example of variability. So even though they're all marked as 1 ounce, we totally expect that they're not all going to be perfectly 1 ounce. They're going to vary a little bit, but that they're basically close to that 1 ounce mark. Okay, 2 more really important definitions to get to are parameter and statistic. A parameter is a numerical value that describes some characteristic of the population. So that's the word we give to these values of the whole population that we are trying to talk about. Those are the parameters. And the way I remember this is that parameter starts with P, and so does population. So a parameter goes with the population. A statistic is a numerical characteristic of a sample of data. We use these statistics to estimate the parameters, so it's sometimes called an estimator. I remember this because both statistic and sample start with an S. Okay, so here are some of the most popular statistics and parameters that we're going to be talking about. So again, your parameters, these are about the whole population, and those are typically unknown. Usually you can't know exactly what those are. So we have a population mean. We could try to find or be interested in the average value of some whole population. So like, what's the average age of all Americans? We're not going to know that for sure, but that symbol is mu. What we could do is we could take a sample that would be labeled with an X bar, a sample mean. So maybe we could take a sample of people, find their average age, and then use that to estimate the average age of all Americans, right? So these population parameters, they're all given with Greek symbols, and they're typically unknown. The samples are given with, like American English letters, and they are ones that we can know. So we use these to estimate these. And you'll just want to be careful with your notations because X bar refers specifically to the mean of a sample, whereas mu refers specifically to the mean of a population, and it does matter what symbol you're using. So to just give another kind of visual to this, again, your whole population is what you're wanting to study, what you're wanting to know about, and those have values associated with them, which are called parameters. You'll select a random selection of a smaller subset of that, which will be your sample. You'll get some numerical statistic, and again, you use this statistic to estimate that parameter.